Deliverance from ungodly fear. Eliana lived in the shadow of an invisible tyrant. He wasn't a spirit of a man. He was the spirit of ungodly fear. He whispered in her ear from the moment she woke, "Don't apply for that promotion. You'll fail, and the humiliation will be too much. Stay in this comfortable low-wage job. That gainful work requires too much risk. Why bother reading? Why study? You're too slow. The test will expose your lack of intelligence." Eliana believed this deceiver and his lies. Her life was a series of averted risks, stalled dreams, and nervous justifications. She spent her days walking on eggshells, perpetually bracing for the disaster her mind had already constructed. She had strong confidence in only one thing: her own inadequacy. One afternoon, while scrolling through an old family Bible, a passage leaped out at her. "You shall walk after the Lord your God and fear him, and keep his commandments and obey his voice, and you shall serve him and hold fast to him." Deuteronomy 13 verse 4. A few paragraphs later she read the commentary. "The fear of the Lord is not a fear that pushes us to run away from him. It is the faith in God. And the fear used by the devil is a spirit of cowardice whose purpose is for us to worship what is not God." The truth struck her like lightning. The fear that enslaved her was not from God. It was the deceiving tyrant, the usurper, demanding she worship him and his idols. Safety, perfection, and the approval of others. This was the fear that made her tremble like the demons who believe in God but resist him. The true fear of the Lord, she realized, was something entirely different. It was love, reverence, and the confidence to obey God. It was the wisdom that despised the ungodly tyrant and his evil whispers. That day, Eliana made a simple, defiant choice. She applied for the promotion, not with a guarantee of success, but with the strong confidence that the fear of the Lord was a fountain of life. She enrolled in a night class, knowing that the God who was with her through Christ, the one who had promised not to leave or forsake her, was the source of all knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. The whispers of the deceiving tyrant didn't vanish instantly, but now they were met with a counter-command. "I will keep his commandments and obey his voice." She traded the spirit of cowardice for the spirit of Christ. She began to walk in his ways, no longer paralyzed by the fear of what the world might take, but energized by the promise that she would eat the labor of her hands. Happy she'll be, and it shall be well with her. The chains of ungodly fear fell away, replaced by the secure, freeing, and life-giving fear of the Lord.